Hello, I'm Claire Hi from BeHealing.com. Oh, it's still going live. I'm Claire Hi from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. It's Friday, yay! How is everyone today? Is anyone here with me? I'm not here by myself. So I'm going to be pulling some cards for the collective, doing some channeling. Let's see what the guides have to tell us today. And also, mini reads are available as well if you want one of those. Just check out the pinned comment that's in the live chat there. Tells you that it's by donation, so super chat, super sticker, or there's a PayPal link in there as well. If you've got a question for your higher self, put a capital Q in your comment so I can find it at the start of your comment so I can find it. You might not have a question, you might just want some general guidance, and if so, just put a Q at the start of that too. Anybody here with me, or am I doing this by myself today? Nobody's commenting, or I noticed that my I don't hold much hope for this live because my Wi-Fi, it's not the Wi-Fi, it's the actual internet itself. The data doesn't seem to be very good today. It seems to be in and out. Hey Seedles, hi Beth. Oh, that's good. I was hoping there was going to be people here. Hope. We've got hope here. Hope. All the energies lately seem to be still hanging around waiting for things to happen. Even with that new moon, it still had that kind of energy of get ready for it, get ready for it. So, hope. Gotta hope for the best. Expect the best. Prepare ourselves for the best, maybe. Let's put hope there. How is everyone today? Are you good? Hi, Jamie. I'm good. I had a massage yesterday. That was nice. I needed it. I was a mess. I had headaches because of so much neck tension, shoulder tension from my workouts the day before. Because I did like 40-minute workout and it was all push-ups. It's intense. But yeah, it got to my shoulders and my neck. So I was recovering from that yesterday. Hi, Melissa. But it was kind of nice having a down day. And it's a bit rainy on the island at the moment, so don't much feel like doing stuff. You're driving, Seals. Let's get a kitty cat out. What do the cats have to tell us today? Tending the garden. Yeah. This is the energies that I'm getting. It's just like wait for it, wait for it. We're waiting for something at the moment. Sorting ourselves out, tending the garden. There seems to be a bit of a yeah, we are doing a lot of internal work, of course, because Mercury is in retrograde, right? So lots of internal work to do. Hi, Christine. Hi, Penny. The massage was good. So needed it. Hey, Tracy. Yeah, I so needed it. I was a mess. I get headaches if I get too much tension around my neck. And yeah, I just couldn't release it myself. I was using this. And I was using this. It's real too far away. Two tennis balls, gaffer tape together. You lay on it. And it's good. But it still didn't release it. So but the massage did it. You're tending your garden. You got potatoes. I saw your picture of your potatoes. Good job. Tending the garden. Which means just sorting our environment out, clearing things up, getting ourselves ready. Or you're having your first COVID injection today. Good luck. Yeah, my trainer, he had his first one, and then he trained me, and he was fine. And then he said that night he didn't sleep. He was aching all over, he said, and yeah, I said like, yeah, if you have injections and stuff, and if you have like a cold or the flu coming on, don't exercise because it really shoots it through your body, right? And it makes it worse. Anyway, he didn't sleep, and then he slept all the next day, and then he was fine after that. He woke up the day after feeling fine. But yeah, another friend of mine had it 2 days ago, and they're fine. Sometimes a little bit of soreness around the injection, just normal stuff, normal vaccination stuff. It's been a long time. I think the last vaccinations I had was yellow fever to go to Uganda. That was a long time ago. Couldn't see people's comments, pal. Hey, Timothy. Yeah, and the doctor told him not to work. But he did, because he thought he was okay. But I know that myself, is if I'm getting a cold or something, I don't go to the gym. Because if I do, I know, I've done it. It just kind of shoots it all through your body. Exercise is a stressor, of course. That's how it works. That's how it makes us stronger. It's that positive stress, but it is a stress. And so if you're coming down with something, it will take hold if you exercise. So I won't do that again. You don't have to do it again, hey? But it's good. It's good that people are getting their vaccinations now. Maybe we can get back to normal soon. Normal. God, I can't even remember. I remember when this all first started, me thinking, oh, it'll be blown over by the time by the time I can need to go on my next visa run. I thought it was going to be over like within 3 months. Day and night. You had your flu shot 2 weeks ago. I've never had a flu shot. I haven't had the flu for many, many years. Many. Day and night. Uncertainty, fear, worries, decisions to be made. Follow your instincts. The girl we see on this card is holding the sun in her hands while the moon is at her back. She looks uncertain, as if she has a question in mind, but does not know the answer. What's she thinking about? Is she afraid of the answer or the inward process to find it? Many of us struggle with making decisions, but where there's shadow, there's also light. After a dark night, there's always the light of the morning sun warming the path we've chosen. This card reminds us that we already hold all the answers in our hands. We should trust our inner judgment and know we'll be able to handle any situation. We will. Just tend to the environment and wait for what's coming, and you know you'll be able to handle it. That's what I'm feeling. The eclipse, normal. I felt normal. I mean, it wasn't ideal. I had shoulder stuff going on, but that was because of my workout. No, I felt fine. Not emotional stuff. You've had, Penny. Yeah, not me. I was wiped out, but because of the headache and stuff. Took it really easy yesterday, which is nice. Excuse me. Yeah, it is bothering some people, right? I've seen that online as well. Not been bothering me. Yeah, hasn't felt like an intense one at all. Not in the slightest. Not like that one we had. Was it the last one that felt like a full moon? New moons tend not to bother me anyway, so much. Full moons more so, usually. Spaced out. More deliberate in your body. Oh. Let's get a goddess out. Yeah, it's raining on and off. But before I started this, I switched the router off out there and let it restart itself just in case it was this. But if there are problems, if I'm in and out today, it's I think it's the data. It's the whole. It'll be the whole island. You have a ton of Gemini. I'm just Gemini rising. Hey, sharing tons of energy. That's good. Yeah. Well, that'll do it, Penny. Oh, these two together. I'm kind of dropped her on the floor. Messy day, overwhelmed and anxiety for no reason. We've got Psyche and Llewllyn. Persistence in individuality kind of says you're going to have to wait for it, doesn't it? Be alone and wait for it. That's what I'm thinking. Let's read them out there. Psyche. We've had her message quite a few times lately. Psyche. Goddess of the soul, Psyche is here to lift you back up so you may persist. Remember, the ability to stick to something will be your greatest advantage. The long-term stuff that we've been told about for ages now. And Llewllyn. You've got the signs to go your own way, even if it's not what's conventional or acceptable. Goddess Llewllyn blesses you with gifts of talent and confidence to blaze that trail. Doing our own thing, our own way. Hey, Maria. If you're more in your head, you'll be more in your heart. And if you're more in your heart, yeah. Haven't noticed anything at all. No change in the energies for me. I need to put the fan on. It's weird. It's kind of hot but cold. Hot yet cold at the same time. The fan's going to blow all of these cards down. But I need to put it on. Told you. Oh, here we go. Stay up. Okay. We got it. Don't know about that. I really haven't noticed anything at all. Maybe that's it. Just been going with the flow of it. It's just kind of felt normal to me. I think I feel pretty balanced at the moment. So I don't know whether I would notice energies. Well, of course I notice energies, but it tends to be when it's extreme with me, personally, now. Hey, Maddie. A bit tired. So maybe it wasn't just the working out thing. I don't know. It could have been that too. So I joined these groups for my workout, Caroline Gervin groups on Facebook. I have found a lot of people like me. It's cool. There's quite a few 50 to 60-year-olds, ladies, fit, muscly, in those groups. How cool. No idea that there was a whole tribe of us. It's cool. Do I know all my strengths and am I using them? All of them. Gemini's the twins. Okay. Do I know all my strengths and am I using them? All of them. Don't know all of them, do we? I don't know, maybe we do. We all have superpowers, but it's up to you to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we're able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. Today's soul action, ask yourself, how can I use one of my soul's gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? Do you know yours? Pretty sure I'm using all of mine. Don't seem to be holding anything back at the moment. Do you know all your superpowers, all your strengths? We grow into it, right? We uncover them as we go along. There's a bug. There's a chicken cat. Tix! Chicken! Hey, baby! What are you doing back here? Come on. You're coming in. Oh, don't do that. She's just by the door, considering it. Come on. Come on. Tiki. No, you're not coming in. You're not coming in. No, I'm not letting you in there. No! Now she's crying at the door. I had the door open for a long time then. I hate when cats do that. Come in then. Oh, seriously? Seriously? I had to grab her and pull her in because I'm not having that. Standing by the door all day while she decides whether she's going to or not. She's at the threshold, yeah, she is. Do you know your strengths? Now you're using them. You know your superpower, but you don't use them all the time. Yeah, you don't need to use them all the time. That's yeah, and it's important to know when to use them and when not to use them as well. I mean, know when it would exhaust you. It would exhaust me if I was doing my work all the time, and it did used to. It did used to do that, you know. When I thought I had to do it for everyone all the time, and in my private life and everything, just no, no. So we've got to get that balance right. Not use them all the time. Have days off. I'm really getting into my days off now. It's great. It's so good for me. Like yesterday, oh, I did some private readings. I did some new moon readings yesterday. Got more to do today. But that was all I did yesterday of work. No videos, nothing. It was really nice to take that time off when I wasn't feeling great. You know, it's great to be able to work like this. I forget sometimes what it's like to not be able to do that, you know, not to be able to go with my energy and work when I'm feeling good. And some days if I'm not feeling good, like yesterday, well, I did some private readings, but some days if my energy is really not good, I will, rather than just do the private readings anyway to get them done within 24 hours. I just email those people saying it's going to be over 24 hours this time because I want to do it when I'm feeling good. I don't know what she was doing out the back. She was climbing around on the rocks. That's why I went to the door. Crazy cat. I haven't seen her this morning. It's the first time I've seen her. She's usually waiting outside for me when I wake up or when I get up. Okay, what else have we got? The tarot always tells us some interesting stuff. I'm more interested in tarot lately. 9 of birds. That's the 9 of swords. What's she doing? Shooting seagulls. She's on the edge of a cliff. Mm. And the Five of Trees, which is the Five of Pentacles. So different, this deck. She wants to go out straight away. She really wasn't sure whether she wanted to be in or not, and she doesn't. Don't want to be in, huh? She's got something going on. There's something going on in Cattsville. There must be another animal around or something. She's a bit preoccupied. Yeah, what's your kryptonite? It is a new-ish deck. I've had it, a week, 2 weeks now? Can't remember how long. It's a newish deck. Can't remember what it's called now. It's in the description box. And I still haven't got this one out. The Ink Witch Tarot deck. The Nine of Birds. Shooting at seagulls. Annoyances. That was kind of in the energies today, wasn't it? Minor annoyances and it'll get sorted out, but there is a need to protect yourself. The Five of Trees. It's like there's a barrier between you and what you want, and minor annoyances like seagulls stealing your chips. They are beautiful cards. You know what? I'll show you. Let me find the box for them. Because they paint a picture. If you put them together, like, we don't put them together, but if you've got like the ace, the two, the three, whatever, it's called the Cosmovisions Oracle. But can you see, if you put them together, it forms a picture. So we've got the Five of Trees out. You can see how that fits in the picture here. Isn't it cool? And the lotus is there, the cups. So and it tells the story of moving forward, you know, like the tarot does. Fairy. Yeah, ink witch. I'll get the ink witch out now. So yeah, there seems to be blockages. There seems to be petty annoyances at the moment. I think that's what this is saying. Let's get that new one out. The Ink Witch Tarot unboxing. They're all in order. Yes, they're all in order. Let's get shuffling then. And I need to shuffle more than that. The Magician fell out, but it will do because it's the second card. Oh no, the Magician wants to come out, see? What's an owl with a key? Wisdom will show you the way. There's petty annoyances, yeah, but wisdom will show you the way. Oh, they're the same size. Well, that's cool. The same size as those cards. Well, maybe we can mix them together. Yes, they're exactly the same size. That's cool. Could have a mixed deck. Oh, look who we have here. King of Wands. What's going on with the King of Wands? Watching. King of Wands is watching you. They're ready to make the move. It's nice, isn't it? I like it too. The back looks like that. It's nice, just simple drawings. Let's get another one out. I'm into this. Wands, wands, wands. It's the Four of Wands. This marriage. Oh my God, why is he watching? Because he wants to get married to you. The Magician. So there's petty annoyances, there's things in the way. You're manifesting it. Just follow your intuition. King of Wands is watching because he wants to get married to you. Okay. Well, better make a move then, hey? I'm going to be recording a pick a card read today. What shall I do it on? They seem to be repeating themselves lately, apart from Michelle's ones. I thought about where is this going? But where's what going? You know? The infinity sign. Yeah, I noticed that. The owl with the key. Our intuition does hold the key. And we do need to get ourselves ready for something. But no, we've got to wait. And it's a good story, isn't it? Yeah, the magicians do. We've got the star. Dreams coming true. But that's on the bottom of the deck. So let's ignore that and go for this one. The Ace of Crystals. It's big. It's going to be big. Ace of Crystals. Right, I'll read this one out because they just told me to. The Ace of Crystals. Golden opportunity, the big offer. It's significant. Significant life-changing direction, that kind of thing. Yep, small carrots. It's saying we've got to prepare our environment ourselves, our internal environment, our external environment. Me, I just seem to be tying up loose ends and clearing out things within myself from my past that I've stopped now, and it's just thinking through all of those things and realizing the change, There's my neighbours going for a walk. I wonder where they're walking. Usually on the bikes. Potatoes. Yeah, potatoes. Well, when I saw your picture of potatoes, I was thinking, we've got to bring potatoes into it somehow. Enough of these carrots, we need potatoes now. They did look good, potatoes, yeah. Well done. Did you grow them in a bag or in the ground? I've grown them in a bag before in the UK. I got that shaving thing wasn't that good for me. I've got like blackheads around here and around here, and the shaving thing was just a little bit too much of a exfoliation for that area. Scuffed over. I'm not sure I'm going to do it again. I don't know. It's intense. Ace of Crystals signifies a new and prosperous beginning. It's the fruition of wealth in abundance and the attainment of your dreams. The dreams again. That star card is on the bottom. You dream them in a bag. Yeah, it's a good idea. I grew giant sunflowers when my kids were little, and they were amazing. They were huge in the front garden, and we got my daughter's Barbie and my son's Action Man. I think he had an Action Man. and took pictures of them and like they were in like a big jungle. They were hilarious pictures. It's the fruition of wealth in abundance and the attainment of your dreams. You're capable of manifesting your goals while also appreciating the payoff of your success. From this state of understanding comes the ability to identify the opportunities as they arise, and those routes which align best with your heart. This speaks of your innate trust and your intuition. Again, we know. I think it's saying like just be ready, because when the opportunity comes, you'll know, your intuition will know, and you'll know how to handle it, and you'll have that solid footing because you've sorted out yourself and your environment. From this state of understanding comes the ability to identify the opportunities as they arise, and those routes which align best with your heart. This speaks of your innate trust in your intuition and the choices which support your own spiritual growth. You understand and prioritize what matters most. Remember, the power of positive visualization combined with the sense of gratitude will only attract more abundance into your life. That's good, isn't it? You understand and prioritize what matters most, and that's where I find myself right now. I wouldn't just accept anything or anyone into my life now. Not just talking on a romantic level. I've really fine-tuned now, where I'm very selective, and really taking good care of myself now, better than ever. And yeah, that's how I feel now. I'm really understanding and prioritizing what matters most to me. Really solid in who I am. Good. How about everyone else? So it's a stability, isn't it, that allows you to be ready for big offers coming from that stable place. Because apparently there's a big offer coming from the King of Wands, but right now he's just being a stalker, just watching. Peppermint. Peppermint's one of those crazy plants, isn't it, that will just take over the whole planet if it's let loose. Sage. Me, I've got a carrot. Can't see my plants now. My carrot's growing. There's another plant as well. I don't know what that is. I thought it was European basil, but it's not. And I've got Thai basil out there. And I've got a row of dying thingies, orchids. Thank you, Mary Ellen. Let's get another one out. Your lease is up for your townhouse. Queen of Pentacles. Mary Ellen, let's sort you out. My lease is up for my townhouse. Do I sign a 1-year lease or 2? Ah, yeah. My personal feeling from that is 1 year. But let's see what your higher self. 1 year? Yes, 1 year. Let's get some guidance about that. That's what I was feeling, is 1 year, but I thought maybe that was just because I feel the same. I feel that change is coming. You don't, and yeah, maybe we don't want to lock ourselves in, because you never know. You know my story of I moved. So I was with Jared. We were living together after we broke up for a short time, and then I found a place, and I signed a 1-year lease. And a friend from America came over a couple of weeks later. She was going to share the place with me, and she did. But then within a week, I'd met Graham and started spending a lot of my time on the yacht with him. And then I was living on the yacht with him, but still had that place, which is very expensive. And then, yeah, I was like, well, I just need to do something else. Give that place up because it was huge rent, really expensive place. And I wasn't even living in it. So I said to my housemate, do you want, because she didn't have, well, she had a little bit of furniture, but I said to her, what do you want to do? Do you want to keep this place and borrow my furniture? Or find a new housemate and move my furniture out? Or find a new place? Anyway, she decided to find herself a new place, so I put my stuff in storage where it all is now. But yeah, I had to forfeit that lease. And the owners of it lived next door. It was a townhouse. They lived in a townhouse next door. And she was really mad at me, as if I could have foretold that. I'm like, I didn't know I was going to meet somebody, move in with them. Life. Why be mad at that? So let's see what your higher self says about that. 1 year. Choose something easier this moment. So make it easy on yourself. Yeah, make it easy on yourself to have freedom and stuff like that. Just make it easy on yourself. Make the choices that are easiest for you. And in the moment. So you can be in the moment, Mary Ellen, so that there's not anything weighty, you know? Yeah, just make it easy for yourself. Free and easy. Up until now and wait. So I've been waiting, yes, we've been waiting, and you've been waiting too. Ha. Can you have like a rolling lease? I seem to recall in Australia, there's once you've been in a place for a while, they'd let you do like a rolling lease rather than sign up for a whole year. I don't know. Yeah, it does feel like you've got change coming. Sometimes we just have to take the hit bath. I mean, of when we move out and stuff. You know. Yeah, definitely 1 year. That's what I was hearing. Good luck with that. Queen of Pentacles here. Queen of Pentacles. I'm going to read her out as well. I do like the Pentacles. I like my Pentacles. No, I like them. They're very stable, you know. It's very solid energy. You can then go month to month. I would do that. Yeah, I would do that. Queen of Pentacles, grounded mother. Not a grounded mother, but grounded and mother. And generous, successful, independent. Independent. Psyche and independence. It's okay to be alone right now. It's important to be alone right now, apparently. I'm going to turn the fan off. When the Queen of Pentacles comes up in a reading, it can signify you as someone you may know. It can indicate a woman who's independent and financially stable. She's a hard worker, but she doesn't work all the time, and may have a straightforward way about her mannerisms. She takes her time with all things because she's practical. She's generous and a very good mother. She's caring about the earth and Mother Nature. She's usually liked by anyone she comes across because of her kindness and her charming ways. She's Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. She's very earthy, yeah. Independence. Stability. I like it. I do. I like it. But I do feel like there is change coming too. Let's see what the other cards say. I don't believe it was that one. It will have to come back out again. Yeah, it's these. Chariot and the Seven of Cups. A lot of choice. Got a lot of choice. And the more stable you are, the more you're going to make that right choice. You intuitively know when you're going to move forward. When it's a hell yes, when it's a not a hell yes because you're lacking in something or you're missing something, but because it's right for you in your spiritual journey and everything that you have been doing, and that groundedness, yeah, that the Queen of Pentacles talked about. When the right choice comes along, it's going to be obvious. It's going to be an obvious choice because it's going to be totally aligned. Totally aligned. Hello, channeling in Holland. Why aren't you asleep? So we're going to know. There's not going to be, I mean, you're not going to need a reading about it. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to need a reading about it when it's the choice that's right for you to move forward, because it's just going to be so aligned. You won't need a reading about it. It'll be the Chariot, forward, fast forward with it. Channeling. What's this? Hard time sleeping. Hey, CJ. Now what's this? Oh, it's Temperance. But it's Temperance, and we're going to have to wait for it, aren't we? Cycles to close out, new cycles to begin, and we're waiting for everyone to get ready. We're waiting for everyone to get this stability. The people lagging behind. Hurry up and get stable. Get with it. I found myself thinking, okay, so people are having the vaccine now, and so we're going to be able to open up soon. Oh, and then I got this bit of a, like, remembering what it was like on this island before that, when there was lots of people and tourists everywhere and everything open and shops, and like I've so got used to it being really quiet now, and only having a very small number of people here and a small amount of places that are open now, and having the beach to myself in the mornings, and it just being very pared down to basics, you know, really simplified. And maybe that's what we've all needed to get this stability in ourselves. And the thought of it going back to what it was seems kind of chaotic to me, how it was now. Anyone else feel like that? Of course, it's going to be kind of amplified for me because I'm on a small island. And so it's a major difference here. So we're waiting for cycles to close out, for people to be ready before we move forward. Waiting. So it's not altogether true that we're only waiting for ourselves, that we're always waiting for ourselves. If we're waiting for something, we're waiting for ourselves. We've always got a part in it, right? There's always a part. We've got to get ready, but we are waiting for the collective too, waiting for other people. Mercury in retrograde isn't helping. I think it is helping, because Mercury in retrograde is when we go inward. Don't try and do the outward stuff. Don't try and shop for major things. Don't try and do all the stuff on the outside. Do the stuff on the inside. It will be helping people to get ready, I think. That's the way I see it. We prefer the quieter times. Let's prepare ourselves. Brace. Brace for the incoming. I mean, it'll be nice in some ways. I do miss the tourists. I miss having that flow through of new people, and the lake's been crazy. Parties every weekend. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to it being like people can have parties when I want to go out, which isn't going to be very often. It's like 2 times a year now. But the rest of the time, yeah. I know it's like supercharged isolation, isn't it? It's like go inwards and then be in lockdown and then go inwards and then be in even more lockdown so that you can't even go to the gym, and then Mercury retrograde to really pile it on. It's intense. It is. Tried Michael Sealy. Cool. You fell asleep. He makes me go to sleep too. I love it. If I can't sleep, there you go. Channeling. Michael Sealy. Check out his YouTube. He'll make you go to sleep. He does hypnotism. But yeah, it's great. Put one of his guided meditations on. You'll only hear the first 10 minutes, if that. I love it. I miss having the option. But you know what the options do is allow us to numb out and distract ourselves, yeah? It's not like what do we do when it gets uncomfortable? What did I do when I got uncomfortable? I'd go out and party and I'd start drinking. Haven't had the option. Haven't had the option to do that. So the distractions are out of the way. Got to stay with ourselves and find that stability in ourselves. Needed a break from society. Yeah. I'm not ready for all of it though. I don't want all of it back. Yeah, same, CJ. I'm an introvert. It was great at first. No, it was confronting at first. It was kind of great at first. I liked the idea of it, and then 2 weeks into it, because I'd when it first started off, I'd just been to Malaysia, and so I put myself in lockdown when I got back, not wanting to bring it to the island if I'd picked it up there, and so I voluntarily locked myself down for 2 weeks, and it bothered me. But by the end of 2 weeks, I was like, I need to see another human being and touch another human being. Now I'm used to it. Now it doesn't bother me so much. But then I am training with human beings, getting massaged by a human being. Yeah, we've been so lucky here. It's hardly affected us. I need more coffee. I'll be right back. And we'll get more cards out. And the sound's back. So yeah, I think it has helped. I think the whole pandemic thing has helped me personally. I'm not sure what it's done for everyone else, but it's helped me personally to get a really strong stability. Before it even happened, I'd already started doing the self-love thing, kind of locking myself down, somewhat, but it took away all of the distractions. Hey Chris, baking, cool. I like your dogs. Okay, so we are waiting. Tell us something we don't know already. What else? So, minor annoyances and seeming blocks. That's what we're dealing with at the moment. We'll know when it's time to make a move. And of course, the King of Wands and the Four of Wands had to come out because we've just got to be reminded that apparently this is what we're waiting for. It's going to be these incredible relationships that show up. Hi, dear. Sorry, my throat's playing up. Should I take these? These cards just stick together, but sometimes that's a good thing. Three of Cups. These are all together. Three of Cups is about a reunion. With the Emperor. Oh, Emperor's changed. Yeah, I think a lot of people have had to grow up and change and take a look at themselves. Take a long look at yourself in the mirror, kind of thing. To, I think we've all had to do that, right? Where were we headed before? Even with travel and stuff like that, when you think about it, how we could just go anywhere at any time, you know? And we were doing that, weren't we? And anyway, we've grown up a lot lately. Kings have become emperors when suddenly it's not so easy anymore. When suddenly you can't have what you want instantly. It's like we've been debratted. Interesting. Nine of Pentacles. Single, independent, doing things by ourselves, for ourselves. Look at her neck. That's why she's connecting with that bird so much. It's like, oh, your neck's like mine. You know when we choose pets that look like us? Yeah, she has. So the feminine has become more independent, doing things by herself, for herself, more empowered and all of that. And the guys have grown up. The masculine has grown up, is what I was getting from that Emperor card. Not being able to have everything that they want. That instant stuff. Hangman, it's changed our minds, it's changed everyone's mind, which is the most important thing. I don't know why this has turned into kind of what's been going on the last year and a half. But it feels like that's what is being explained here. Not just what's going on internally, but how the last What's going on in the world has been helping us to do that. Oh, thanks, Connie and Sherry. Connie, we hope he's grown up. Hope they've all grown up. Well, that card has been coming out a lot lately. You know, the what's it called? The Kitsune card, the one that says coming of age. It has been coming out a lot lately. Connie, reading in love. What you resist persists and play, lightening up about things. Connie, this might be a resistance, what you resist persists, to players kind of thing, but it might have you resisting being playful too. In other words, if you've had experience with players and you don't want that kind of an experience, it might make you too serious in relationships, turning away from the playful side completely. Let's get some more cards out and find out what that is. I'm saying don't resist it anyway. Being playful, being light, passion and empower self. Oh, okay, yeah. This is good. Okay, so this is saying, Connie, that you've kind of been through that, empowering yourself, shutting down, saying no. No to the player, no to the things that you don't want. And now it's time to open up again. Don't let that empowerment go, but open up again to the fun and the playing and being playful and stuff like that, knowing that you can rely on that empowerment that you've got. So you can open back up to passion and fun again. You don't have to drop that, the empowerment stuff. Does that make sense? So if you've experienced what you don't want in your love life, then we've got to learn to empower ourselves and say no and have boundaries and choose better and stuff like that. You've been doing that. Now it's time to open up again to the playful side, trusting your empowerment, that if you get that intuition, or if it goes beyond your boundaries, you'll be able to set that boundary and enforce that boundary, or just walk away, So yeah, you can open back up to the fun and the passion now, is what this is saying, Connie. You can trust yourself. It's something that I realized as well in myself lately, is that with Mr. Last Year, I did shut it down. I did walk away when it went over my boundaries. I'm like, no, and I was quick to do that too. I thought afterwards maybe I was a bit too quick to do that, but no, I feel good about it. It felt good to enforce that boundary. It's hard too, as well, to walk away from him, but it still did feel good to do that. Thanks, Maria. Sherry, higher self-guidance in love. You're confused. Hey, Nat. Sherry, okay. Higher self-guidance for love for you. Thanks for your donation. Oh, wow, you got the play card as well. Completion. Player. So something is over. This is why you're confused. It's a player energy. Someone that's not really choosing you. Someone that's just enjoying having you around. Yeah, that can be confusing. because they want to keep you there, but they're not willing to commit. They want to keep it going. They don't want you to get what you want. It's not that they're active, they want to get what they want. That's all it is. They're not actively trying to stop you from getting what you want, but they want to get what they want from you. So, and it's not a match. And so, complete it. Sherry, so if you're still involved with someone that's like that, they're not going to change. It's not going to turn around. They're not going to change you either. So it's up to you to say, no, this isn't what I want. And that's okay. And just let it go. Let them go. It's not going to change. And of course, they'll want to keep it going as it is. Wake up. Wake up and detach. Let them go. Who is it, Sherry? Someone from the past, but isn't really in the past, keeping it going somehow. And you know, they can do that just by like getting in touch again, saying that they miss you and stuff like that. It's not changed anything. They're not suddenly realizing that they want to have something serious. It's unrequited love. It's someone that's, you like it as it is. Wake up to that and let them go. Maria. Family. General guidance on family for Maria. Thanks for your donation. Hype. Guilt. Oh, this is a big pattern in your family. Release guilt. Is this thought useful? Guilt, yeah. I see this image of like your family all sitting in a room, all being very introverted and or blaming yourselves for something or feeling guilty for something. Or everyone doing it. Quite intense energy. Release guilt. Is this thought useful? Yeah, it's messing with your minds. If it's the one I'm thinking, we're never together really. Yeah, you're not. It's and they will try and keep it going. That'll be what's confusing when they're getting back in touch with you, Sherry. That it doesn't ever change. They're not going to realize they don't want the same thing as you. Unrequited love. Maria, so yeah, it's a pattern of guilt and you've all got it. And then joy, is this thought useful? You're not allowed to experience joy. Should be feeling guilty about something. There's some kind of a pattern there. It does feel very UK-ish to me. I recognise this. So I think the majority of people in the UK have got this going on. So guilt, almost like you should feel bad. It's not right for you to feel joy. There's a pattern of thought going on in your family here. Is this thought useful? Is this thought useful? Of it being right to feel guilty rather than feel joy. Something not right if someone's feeling joy. It's the wrong way around, right? It's the wrong way around. But yeah, you've all learned it from each other. Does that help you? So it's about unpicking it, unpicking that, realizing what it is and how it doesn't serve you. You don't need to feel that guilt. You don't need to look for that guilt within the family. Does that make sense? So approaching family situations always from a point of view of guilt, of what didn't I do? Maybe your family do that. Maybe the kind of family when you call them up, they say to you, why haven't you called? It's that kind of thing. I'm calling right now. No, but why haven't you called? Because I didn't call then and I'm calling right now. You want to talk about something that didn't happen. when I'm actually doing what you're saying I'm not doing right now. You know what I mean? It's something like that. Yeah, it's weird. But it's a mindset. It's a mindset that I've seen in British people. It's a pattern. So yeah, try and break yourself free of that pattern by noticing it within yourself. Too many play, they don't want relationships. That's all right. They don't have to want relationships. It doesn't mean that they should have access to you or me, you know. And it's important to know that. Like people say, like when people, mutual friends of me and my ex, will always point it out. Oh my God, you two love each other so much. It's like, yeah, like, why aren't you together? Because we don't want the same things. We can't be together. It's the same. It's the same thing. It's like, no, we want different things. It doesn't matter about the love. It's what you want in relationships. He doesn't want a relationship. I don't even want a relationship with him. It's hard to get your head around that, but yeah. And the only reason I know I don't want a relationship with him is I've tried, and it's impossible with someone that wants something completely different. So, no. Hey, Heather. And that's unrequited love. Even when the love's there and the feelings are there, it's still unrequited if they don't want the same kind of relationship as you. It's not reciprocated. It's not reciprocal. Part of it's reciprocal. Maybe the feelings are reciprocal. Maybe the connection is reciprocal. Maybe the love is reciprocal. But unless you want the same thing in a relationship, there's no go. We can't do unconditional love in relationships. Well, we can, but only if it's a conditional relationship. Only if you want the same things in relationships. Relationships have got to be conditional. And then you can do the unconditional love in it. Once you realize you're on the same page and you want the same things. So, a reunion, because the Emperor's grown up now. He wasn't the Emperor before. Maybe he was the King of Wands before watching. Nine of Pentacles. She's also kind of grown up too because she's become more independent, more empowered, knowing herself more, loving herself more, all of that. It's the feminine. I'm talking about the masculine and the feminine here rather than men and women. So the masculine in all of us has grown up, not wanting, not expecting instant gratification, whatever we want. We've had to grow up and realize, well, I can't have that and that. Yeah. That's what the masculine's been doing in all of us. The feminine in all of us has been getting more empowered and more independent and more self-sufficient and self-love. That's what the feminine part. King of Wands, here he is again. Leadership and success. It's stalking me, this one. Confusion and setbacks. He's watching, but he's not ready. He's confused. He's confused. And he's experiencing setbacks. Maybe he's not grown up yet. Maybe he's not fully independent yet. Yeah, we have to own both sides of this in all of us now, the masculine and the feminine. Okay, let's get some more cards out. The card of the day from this deck, what was it? Confidence, I think it was. Confidence. Patience. There's your bees and your sunflowers, ladies. If you've tried forever to shift a problem, there's probably something to learn from embracing it. May I let this be for now? Help me relax and trust every need will be met. Often change soon follows. Okay, let's embrace it. Yes, patience, 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 patience. Tending the garden, tend to your environment, use your gifts, grow up like the Emperor, be independent, like the Nine of Pentacles there, like the Queen of Pentacles here. I'll get some of these out. New home, new attitude. There was a home thing in the energy update today as well. Changes in the home, housemates, selling a house, buying a house, that kind of an energy. You take all the patience cards out of the deck. Make a special patience deck. Might as well, because they're the only cards that come out lately. King of Wands, and Temperance, and Patience, and the Four of Wands. It's crazy, huh? What's this? New home, new attitude. There's going to be changes in the home. Special carrot deck. Carrots, potatoes, patience. King of Wands, Four of Wands. Temperance. I want to know more about this because it's interesting that this energy has come up again. So home, what is that about? It could be about place. Tell us more about this home thing. Don't use these cards. Okay, which ones shall I use? These ones. Okay, this new home, new attitude. Tell us about this. We've got the home card out here. Imagine, it was that one. That was on the top of the lump of cards that fell out before. Imagine. New home, new attitude. New home. Ah. Imagine a new home. Are you all moving? Okay. Okay, the creeper. Watching and listening. Taking risks. Imagine taking risks. New home, new attitude. Doing something different, soaring. Not like sawing. Soaring. Hey, Untethered. Gabe, general guidance for you. It's like that new home stuff sinking. I think it's talking about a change in location. Change in location. Home is where the heart is. I want to get deeper into that, but let's do Gabe first. General guidance for Gabe. Oh, you and your ideas. Own your idea because it's perfect. Move forward on it. What's stopping you from moving forward on it? You've had some kind of creative idea. It's perfect for you. Do it. Do it, Gabe. Oh, you've been emotional with this one. For a good reason, though, is what I'm hearing. You've been emotional for a good reason. Because look at this, overwhelming and going, wow. So that emotion stuff It's like a redirection. Getting emotional to redirect you to something. I need to get more cards out for you here because they're connected. An idea that you've had and the emotional stuff. It's something about channeling your emotions in turning your emotions around, using that. You know, when if you've had an idea, a creative idea, right, and you hesitate to do it, or you tell yourself a story that you're not good enough yet, or you stop yourself in some kind of a way, sabotaging yourself before you even get started on it. What can your higher self do to get you back on that subject? What can it do? Well, it can keep on giving you signs and stuff like that, but what it can do as well is take you down emotionally to whatever it is that you're trying to focus on instead. What's trying to distract you? Squirrel. What's trying to distract you? And then, yeah, there's something really connected with this, the emotional stuff. The overwhelming emotions. It's trying to redirect you back, and then it's almost saying that your emotional stuff will be sorted out when you get focused back on that idea again. Finding a new approach though within yourself. So sorting yourself out and your whatever that sabotage was at first that stopped you from moving forward on it. Sort that out. And then move forward on it. Find a new approach so that you can go for it. You need to tell yourself a new story. It feels to me like you've told yourself a story like, I'm not ready for that, I'll do that in the future, or I'm not confident enough, something like that. And your higher self is like, no. Tell yourself that new story. What if I'm ready for this? What if I'm ready for this now? Move forward with it. I think your higher self has got stuff lined up for you. Out of your comfort zone into a new place. Maybe. Imagine taking risks. Imagine living in a different way. I've got this milk frother. It heats the milk up and it froths it, but it overflows sometimes. I've used it 3 times now. First time it overflowed, second time it didn't, third time it overflowed. It's really annoying. Because it's really good when it works. The second time it was brilliant. How can we get some more information on this? Fairies? Where's the fairy cards? I don't know where they are. I don't even know where they are. There they are. Tell us about this home thing. I'm really happy here. Music. I'm happier than ever in this home that I've made myself. Now I'm getting my creature comforts, and this desk has made a big difference as well. 5 of trees and fairies, yeah. Nature's signs. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need only open our hearts and minds. And music. Nature and music talking to us about home. Messages. Music. Listen carefully, because there could be messages in music. Message from nature and message from music about changing homes. What are the lyrics of the song that's in your head right now? I don't think I've had any songs. I put I put it at the minimum. I put the minimum amount of stuff in it, liquid in it. Frothing too long. Yeah, maybe the third time was too long because I put it on and then I went in the shower. There was too much in it the first time, that's why it went over. I put it halfway between minimum and maximum. That was way too much. It needs to be minimum. No more than minimum. Literally, it's got to be at the line of minimum. It's stupid. I'm going to show you it. It's stupid gadget. And it's got rave reviews. It's this thing. So it sits on a base, you know, like a jug. But look, can you see it's got like a pori spout here? So it's not round. It's got a pori spout. And this, it's got a cutout in it. So it's got a place in it. It's got two places in it where it can overflow and not be sealed. If you line those up, the pori thing, that's when it really messes up because there's a big gap there and it spills right out straight away of that. If I put it like this, it does a little better. So the gap where the spout is and the gap in the top. Why does it have a gap? Why isn't it just round and sealed so that it would work so well if it was round and there wasn't a gap in that. It's annoying me. You get song messages all the time, but have you had them about moving somewhere else? Your curry has a frother that does it perfect. I'm annoyed at this already. It's got a setting for cold and one for hot. I want it to work. Right? What a stupid design flaws. Song Shadows of Lady Gaga. Bye. I get song messages all the time, but I don't think I've had any about home. Or maybe we need to start listening to them more. Tell you what, I've got certain dishes that I cook all the time, right? And what is it? It's when I'm making egg fried rice, and when I get to the stage where I put the rice from the rice cooker into the wok, a song comes on in my head, and it's at that moment every time when it's just at that moment when I'm cooking that particular dish, and it's Born to Run. Baby, we were born to run. I have no idea. And it's every single time I make that dish because it startles me and I'm like, why does that song? And so I look at the rice cooker. Is like there a word on the rice cooker that triggers it? There isn't, but it happens. That song comes on in my head every time. My guys are just messing with me. They're just messing with me. Like, this will mess her up. This will get her thinking. Let's sing this song to her every time she does that. Every time she touches the rice cooker, but only when she's making fried rice. Wild, huh? Don't let him go. Aria Speedwagon. Oh, Chris. Oh, Jane Melody. Oh, put it at minimum. Put it at minimum. I can't go less than minimum, can I? Maybe I can. Maybe I can go less than minimum. Home Sweet Home, Motley Crue. Just remembered a story my dad tells everyone about how he was living in New Mexico and one day a song came on the radio about Tennessee. It's like my story of I you know, in Australia we have um, lottos for properties, and so you can buy these tickets, and they'll be like, I don't know, $5 or $15 or something, $5 or $10 for a ticket, and you can win like a property worth like 3 million or whatever, and they have them regularly. It's a charity thing to make money for charity. Anyway, there was this one house that came up. So I get tickets. I still get tickets every month automatically for one of these things. And I used to go and look around these houses when I lived in Australia. And there's this one place, me and Jared went and looked around, and we were like, I want to actually live here. Like, we always wanted the houses and stuff that we went and looked around. We always wanted to win, right? Who wouldn't want to win something like that? But this particular one we went to, we're like, I actually want to live here in this area and then in this house. This is what I want. This is like a match to it. And we were like, well, maybe we're going to win it. Maybe we're going to win it. Anyway, and I was pretty sure we were going to win it because we kept on going back to it and checking out that area. And it's like, yeah, this is where we want to move to. Anyway, we didn't win it, and that was a bit of a shock. But then I started hearing, like, move by yourself, move by yourself. And it was just a few days later, we went to go see this band. And the band started, for some reason, the venue was being stupid about it, Beach Hotel in Byron Bay. Had everyone lining up down the road. The band was already started, but they were letting people in so slowly that we were missing half of it. But by the time we actually got in, they were singing that song, Move by Yourself, Move by Yourself. And it's like, move by yourself again. I'm like, what? We've got to move by ourselves? We've got to move there by ourselves? I'm like, okay. That was at the weekend, so Monday, he wasn't working. I wasn't working. I said, let's go there again. We went there again to this area, went to the first real estate, looking for a house that's on a canal, that's actually on the water, this and that, you know, exact luxury kind of style of house. I said, oh, we've got one that's just come in. Do you want to have a look around it? The current owner's moving out of it today. But yeah, the new owner that's bought it today wants to rent it out. So you can have a look around it if you want. And so we said, yeah, organised that for the afternoon, and then stupidly went and looked at all of the other real estates, wasting their day because, of course, it was that house that we moved into. Yeah, the Lotto's a big thing. It's great. It's a great idea. I've figured it out all out at how much they were making for these charities. It's significant. It's a really good idea. But yeah, so because you win the house and you win gold bullion as well, and sometimes you win cars with it or whatever. And I'd already thought, like, I will cash in some of the gold to put solar panels on the house. Well, this one that I ended up getting had solar panels on it already, renting. Yeah, it'd just been renovated. It had a new swimming pool put in. It was like the other house, but with solar panels on it. And so I had that, yeah, that house thing, song thing. Head's not in the right place. Chris, a couple of weeks ago, I woke up at 3 a.m., heard that song so loudly, got up, went to the other room to see if you'd have your speaker on. Sometimes it can be like that, right? He was having horrible sinus issues from the dry air and couldn't even imagine where to consider moving. Mm. Wild. Hey, Barbara. How can nature call you? I don't know. I can see how songs can call you to somewhere new, but nature, I don't know. Maybe it's that whole thing about, I don't know, if you're living in the city and you love being by the beach. It could be something like that, you know, keeping on seeing like pictures of mountains or pictures of beaches and things like that. I had signs before I got to this island to come to this island. I kept on seeing that. So it could be something like that. It could be the signs coming through. You've seen pictures or videos of it. I also realised that probably about a year before I moved here as well that I'd got signs about this island, and I hadn't paid attention to those signs at the time. What's the current lesson about, Barbara? One step at a time and travel. Current lesson is about slowing things down, taking things one step at a time. Initiate and talk to someone. This is about visiting someone, but slowly, slowly does it. Okay, I'm getting this energy of you wanting to go and see someone, them like making arrangements and them saying, oh, might have to work that week, and then going, oh, okay, well, I'm not coming then. That it seems to be like one excuse after another, but it's not that they're trying to avoid it, it's that there's things getting in the way. The universe is slowing it down. Does that make sense, Barbara? Is that the situation that you're in? You want to go and visit someone, but it seems like they're being resistant to it, and it's not that. They've got legit things coming up, and it's not them. It's the universe slowing you both down. So initiate and talk to someone. Why? Why are you being slowed down? Making peace with them first, or something to make peace with first. Somewhere that you want to go, Barbara. Someone that you want to see. It's being delayed because you've got to make peace first. It's kind of a divine timing thing. Yeah, everything is on stop. It's not on stop, it's on slow down, very, very slow. It's that peace and respect that's the key there. That's what you're waiting for. And it's not just you. You're not just waiting for yourself. Christine, general reading for you. Is it your brother? No, it's not your brother. It could just be a general thing. Being slowed down with everything. You stay barefooted at home. No, I'm barefooted most of the time. Okay, Christine, general for you. What would fulfill you, Christine? Find a new approach. What would fulfill you? Your higher self is asking you to look to change your work. What would fulfill you? of course, you need to find it in your mind first. What I mean by that is you need to dream up what would be really fulfilling for you to do. Have that dream first to get into the energy of it. This isn't about you going, oh, how can I get out of the work? It's not about you thinking it like that. It's about dreaming it, imagining it like this. Imagine doing some fulfilling work, really fulfills you. And yeah, make love card. It's about doing something that you love. It's about your work. And grace, and it'll flow to you. Right. So you need to hold that energy by dreaming up some kind of really fulfilling work. What would be really fulfilling to you? Just hold that dream and hold that energy. Just kind of wish for it and let it flow to you. Shown the way, like we've just been talking about with the music and stuff like that. Let the universe lead you there to it. Let the magic happen. Small farm, there you go. Keep on dreaming that, keep on dreaming that. But don't let it be a pipe dream. Don't dream it like that's never going to happen to me. How am I going to get there? Dream it like, okay, and you're going to bring it to me, universe. And don't limit it. The way there. Just be completely open to the way there. Don't limit it like, okay, so now I have to win the lotto to get this. That's a limit. You don't have to win the lotto to get it. You could like get a song in your head to go and visit somewhere and then like meet someone there and they could already have that place and then you end up in a relationship with them. It could happen all kinds of ways, right? Just be open to any kind of way. There'll be a magical way. And the magical way will be about you growing. It'll be your growth path. Winning the lottery and doing something, that's not a growth path. Your higher self won't do it that way. It'll do it in a way where you have to empower yourself and become more confident and do it because your life is about you, about getting that farm. It's an SC thing. Why are we talking about barefoot? You're welcome. But yeah, the most important thing there, Christine, is to hold the energy of it, just like imagining it, and then just be like wide open to how it can happen. Like my story. I'm like, but I want to own it and I want it to be easy. I didn't want to rant again, or so I thought. But now look where I am. I'm somewhere completely different, and I know it is aligned with me because I haven't felt the urge to own anywhere really properly. Not for many years. Like when I bought my house in the UK, I've not really genuinely had the urge to own a place. Freedom has been more important. Besides, I love living in resorts. Staying grounded. South Carolina. Barefoot in the snow, I would die. When I used to live in cold places, I've got Raynaud's disease, which is just pretty much your blood has trouble getting into the capillaries when it gets too cold. It's horrible because it used to bother my toes and the blood just doesn't get into them, and then it becomes very painful, and then you're against the clock to get the blood back into the toe. It's just horrible. And then once the blood goes back in, oh my god, then the real pain kicks in. Not ever again. I wasn't made for the cold weather at all. Such a horrible thing. The doctors used to prescribe me these little vials of alcohol to carry with me for if it happened. And I'd snap both the ends off, pour it in a glass of water and swig it down, and said, or you can just have a shot. But I was a kid at the time, so I wasn't into having shots. I was already drinking, but to thin the blood down as fast as possible. Put your baby's feet in the first snow and they'll be healthy all winter. I mean, like exercise gives you that positive stress, so does being cold. They can do like ice baths and stuff like that. Cryotherapy. It gives you that stress that makes you healthier, but I don't know. I'm not sure that's the. I'd rather exercise. Goats. I love goats. I want a goat. But I am actually considering buying again now. Building. I'm considering building. Yes, I've had that dream for quite some time because I've done a renovation in the UK and that was fun. Yeah, building. I could do that here. People have started saying it to me too. Oh, why don't you buy some land? Especially at the moment. Here. A lot of land for sale right now. I could build. But then I'd have to get staff, that's what I tell them. But then I'd have to get staff. I missed your super chat. I think I did, Jamie. I'm in a little world of my own. Oh, wow. High self-guidance. Yeah, I did. I missed it. Miss anyone else? No, I did Gabe and then Jamie. High self-guidance for you. Sorry. Didn't mean to ignore you. I missed a lot of messages there. Jamie, high self-guidance for you. Sorry about that. You're stronger than you think, Jamie. You're stronger than you think. Meditate. That internal strength. It's not a weakness. In a world where a lot of people are reacting to stuff and there's kind of compulsively reacting to things, being the one that can sit back, it's not a weakness. Sit back and not relax. Sit back and make conscious decisions. That's a strength. It's very much a strength. But it might have you feeling like it's a weakness because it sometimes feels like you're not as involved in life. It's not a weakness. Why are you thinking it's a weakness? There's something that's a strength, and it's something to do with sitting back and not going there that you're considering is a weakness at the moment, or it's maybe you're seeing it as a strength of yours, but you're thinking, but then I'm not getting anything, then I'm not getting what I want. Something like that. It's a strength. Well, how's it going to benefit her? Grace. Right. It's allowing you to go with grace. In other words, going with the flow, going with allowing the good stuff to come to you. But yeah, then you have to wait for it, right? Love what is. Be patient and love what is. So it appears that you've detached yourself from that state of being like the muggles are in, of reacting to stuff, always reacting to what's, oh, the government are doing this, I'm going to react to it, and I've got no choice, blah, 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 and that seems to make things happen in people's lives. But we've all lived that, haven't we? And it's not great. Yeah, it makes things happen. It makes a lot of drama happen. Your life is full, but it's full of crap. When it's like that, we know, we've all lived that. Everyone's lived that. And then you come out of that and you stop reacting and you stop as much, I guess, and you get into this more meditative state, which is a strength, but then you're like, but now my life's empty. Yeah. Now my life's empty. Now I'm not getting what I want. But you will. This is the thing. What was that meme? It's for something like when you realize that peace and things not happening is a blessing. Oh, I'm going to have to find it. You've got a brown thumb. Me too. Can kill things. Okay, let me find it because I'm going on Facebook. It might take me some time. I do like these new groups that I'm in. Just caught someone's message about how to get the stink out of gym gear. Vinegar. Vinegar is the answer. You do vinegar rinse. I'll respond to that later. I'm pretty sure I posted it on Facebook. I think I did anyway. Not just singing cats. I'm really into that singing cat song. It might have been some time ago. I think it's within the last 2 weeks. Hang on. It seems important to tell you this. God, there's my next husband. He looks like an old man. I'm sure he's not. Why would my next husband be someone I'm not attracted to in the slightest? Here you go. As you heal, your attractions change too. Toxicity stops looking like excitement, and peace stops feeling like boredom. That's the one. Peace stops feeling like boredom. Toxicity stops feeling like excitement. You settle into it. You settle into the boredom. Yeah. You want to shake up. That's it. Not true dramatic. I know exactly where you're at, Jamie. I've been there, and I've been there recently as well. And sometimes I'm still a little bit there, and then I catch myself and go, no, this is really nice. My life's really nice. I don't want that shit. I do want something more, but I want it chosen. You know, it's like all of these cards were saying. You'll know when to choose it. If you're in this peaceful state, then this then you'll intuitively know when to choose something, but it won't be drama, and it won't be the universe shaking it up. It'll be something that's totally aligned with you that shows up, and you'll be like, yes, yeah, there you go. I know, I recognize that energy. This is how I can do the readings that I do, is because the guides, yeah, they give me cards and stuff. That's what sets me off, the cards, but they give me a feeling, and I recognize it. It's like, oh yeah, I remember feeling like this a few weeks ago or a few years ago or whatever. That's why I use examples of my own life in there to make it make more sense. But I recognize that feeling because I've been through it, and I've been through it very recently too. How to keep plants alive. It'd help if I watered them. See these ones? I can't remember the last time I watered them. It's a good thing they're orchids because they're very resilient. They don't like being pampered too much. Yeah, it does. It feels boring, but it's not. Do you need a reminder of the drama and the chaos? That's what we've got here, petty annoyances. 5 of trees and the 9 of birds. Yeah. So it looks like our home situation could be changing. Here. Or we're imagining that. Imagine it changing, taking a risk. Listen to the music and the signs of nature about the home stuff. I'm not convinced of that on a personal level for me, personally. Because I can't see any options that are better than this place. Nor do I even want someone to move in, to this place with me right now. It's my space. My working space too. Pack of rats clipped off all your plants at the stem. Little assholes. There's a rat that lives at the gym. White Eye Gym. See it sometimes. Boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. This is about that Queen of Pentacles energy, that Nine of Pentacles energy. Focusing on yourself and what you're manifesting and what you're creating for yourself. That stability, the financial stability, your work. April. April. Not taking April. They didn't tell me whether it was next April or last April. If it's significant, they would have done that. Stole your flower. Hello, Mr. Bowers. Dark man. What's he doing? Enemy. Dark man's an enemy. Take care. Your enemies are working against you. Someone trying to drag you back into the drama? That was in the energy update. Was it today? Yesterday? Today? That's always going to happen. People trying to drag you back into the drama or get you involved in that just because they're in it. And they're like, how come you're not? How come you're not in it? I'm tempted to delete to unfriend some people, the ones that are the conspiracy theorists. It's ridiculous. I'd be upset as well. I'd be, what is it, squirrels? Yeah. Oh, I just leave it up to other people that like do it. I don't particularly like gardening. It's not my thing. Today's energy, was it? Someone's trying to, shrewdness in business. Be shrewd. Be resourceful in business. Increase your efforts. Focused on your money. Other stuff isn't happening. We're having to wait for it. Drama. Yeah. They want you to react the same as them because they think it's true what they're going through. And that everyone should be going through it. That's what drama does to us. Grief, when you're going through grief and it's very difficult, isn't it? You wonder how the world is carrying on when you're going through this incredibly emotional thing. It doesn't feel right that anyone else isn't impacted by that because it feels so huge. There's people that are living like that every day, even making stuff up to be huge and emotional. That's it. We've got more waiting. Yay. Look at the King of Wands. Because he's looking at us. Just staring. Not doing anything. Just staring. Paying attention to what you're doing. So do something good. Give him something to look at. Increase your efforts. Be shrewd and resourceful in business. Give them something to look at. So thanks everyone for coming along. Thanks for all of your donations and your presents and all of that. I'm going to do a pick a card read today. So look out for that. Oh no, it won't be. I won't publish it today. I'll publish it tomorrow. Today I'm going to be publishing the weekly reads for each star sign. That'll be later on today. Check those out later. I'm hungry. I'm losing weight at the moment, intentionally. Getting my clothes to fit better. During the headlights, yeah, just watching while they're growing up, apparently. So there we have it. Let's do this. Oh, have a great weekend. Let's do this all over again on Monday or your Sunday. Yeah, have a good weekend. Join our Facebook group if you're not already in it. Psychic Cafe, no muggles allowed. And see you all on Monday. Bye. Don't forget to click like. Thanks, Kristen.